It's fascinating when you ponder about the diverse reactions that you get from people in general. When males or females tell people about their boyfriend and girlfriend, as opposed to being engaged to be married, when a woman tells her friends she now has a boyfriend, her friends aren't that impressed. It's her fourth boyfriend this year, and she cheated on the last 3 with the guy who never committed to her, and the 2 years they were intimate. Now, because her friends are aware that she still needs to put in the effort to keep his interest and commitment, her friends understand that this is not a big thing. They are aware that he could bounce at any time and for any cause with no harm or loss. Now, when a man confides in his friends that he has chosen to marry a woman, they all give him high fives because they know the woman will behave herself. They are aware of her close relationship with him, the fact that she prepares his meals, and her continued financial involvement. Whether they admit it or not, this is what every woman wants. When a woman announces to her friends that she is engaged, her pals are awestruck. It's simple to attract men's interest and commitment in a relationship. Okay, the trick is getting him to put a ring on it. And if she succeeds, her friends will know that she has struck gold. She only needs to drudge him down the aisle and bring 1 child, and she will be good to go. Because marriage is the golden ticket out of having to maintain her value as a woman in America. Divorce or not, guys, he is trapped with her for life, at least financially, and she no longer needs to actively want his attention and dedication. In addition, a man will say, "Yeah, she wore me down. We're getting married," to his pals. His neighborhood pals are aware. It is the start of the relationship. They are aware that 7 years, 3 children, and 2 affairs from now, he will have to cope with an overweight, sassy woman. Men understand that girlfriends are preferable to wives. Women know that girlfriends have to work harder than wives. And as we all know, women these days want easy cash. Get paid every day for work. It doesn't take much. Example: 1 kid and 1 good lawyer to take half his stuff, and she can sit around eating donuts and fried chicken. So for any man out there who's thinking about getting married, I'm going to point out the stark differences between girlfriends and wives. And the 3 main areas are physical intimacy, behavior, and control. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with intimacy. We're going to go with the wives. Put simply, gentlemen, wives are no longer motivated to have physical intimacy with their husbands. Once they get that ring, they think it's all over. And that is the fault of men. Men don't expect them to continue acting in a way that led to the ring in the first place if she even has that option. Guys, my ex-wife Darcy started doing this as soon as we crossed the border into Florida. We had this fantastic start. We ran away. I took her to a place that resembled a paradise, but all I got in return was a starfish. Everything a male and female can do within the bedroom is the mentality of a wife. In the 7 years I was with my ex-wife, she hadn't done very much exploration with me. So much for our marriage vows. Girlfriends, on the other hand, give it up on the regular because they're not legally bound to you in the way of marriage. They are far more motivated to have relations with you because they don't have that ironclad commitment that permits them to deny you. Marriage or long-term commitment is what they're working for, and that's why they're always on their best behavior. Let's go back to the other case. We had relations all the time. We were in a relationship. She was the best girlfriend ever. I thought, oh my God. And she cooks. Girlfriends do almost every single thing. Why? Because she knows I'll walk out the door without a second glance if she stops, and she can't use the state to take her pound of flesh from me. These women lack motivation, are unreasonable in their demands, and it doesn't work. Wives don't care about you and don't portray you properly in public. If she loses her wallet, what are you going to do? Give up the kids and half your earnings both now and in the future. Because there is no incentive to pay, wives avoid doing so. Wives behave badly because they have authority. You'll have even more influence if you manage to get her pregnant after marrying her because you'll know she likes you. The moment you sign the marriage license, giving your life away. No, not if you tell her to dress sensually tonight. No, "I don't have my girl for her," she will reply. She will refuse. What are you going to do in response? Withdraw your focus. You're doing her a favor because she already doesn't want to have contact with you. If you say to her, "Hey, listen, mix snacks for me and my buddies when they come over to watch the game," she will likely comply. Her no. What are you going to do in response? Neglect her. She wants you to ignore her so she can use your money to buy herself things. Marriage is a disadvantage for men, and women are aware of this, which is why they appear as though they don't care. They know they can cash in that lottery ticket they've been holding onto since the day she deceived you into walking down the aisle as soon as you consider filing for divorce. Examining girlfriends and behavior now. On the other hand, girlfriends act significantly better. They go above and above to maintain your happiness. They also take small steps to make your life easier, and they naturally have relationships regularly. Girls attempt to appear their best for you. They exhibit good public behavior by maintaining their pocket. They remain silent. If you say something to the effect of, "Listen, we're nothing but lipstick and heels," they'll be thrilled to be with you. What is she going to say in response? "My boys are coming over to watch the game." Babe, if you ask her, "Prepare snacks. What type of beer do you two prefer?" If she won't listen, what should you do? This is easy. You turn away or perhaps even get up and go. Guys, pay attention. Girls are quite aware of this, especially if they are dating a popular guy. Guys, if you don't commit, you have no leverage with women. Exactly for this reason, girlfriends behave better than wives. You can control her behavior if you maintain your leverage. Let's examine control in greater detail. In charge of your lives. Guys, husbands are never allowed to act alone. They could, but they choose not to. Why? Because they're afraid of their wives. Remember that leverage she has. Husbands feel like they have to have permission. They feel like they have to have permission from their wives to pee. That's pathetic. Guys, the sad thing is you as a man know what's best. You're a man. If your woman trusts you, she'll trust your judgment, even if she doesn't agree with it. "I have got to run this by the wife" is a common phrase. Now, of course, half the time they just don't have the guts to man up. "I found it cheaper somewhere else. I found it better somewhere else." But a lot of times I say, "I got to run this by the wife." And I'm thinking to myself, are you serious about this? You got to ask your wife to spend your cash. Not only are they doing it with big purchases, but husbands are also doing this with inconsequential purchases like dress shoes, cologne, getting a new phone, and even a gallon of milk. The wives of those men must manage everything. Also, it is a dreadful life. Men. Do you want to go out and relax with your friends? Nope. She's. Want to play in a softball league? Nope. You are short on time. Do you want to join a league for bowling? Nope. It is beyond your means. Why? Since she claims you cannot. They have no power over their husband's life. Every decision they make must take their wives' opinions, actions, and reactions into account. And 9 times out of 10, wives will thwart any intentions a husband makes that will make him happy or satisfy outside the home. Now let's look at bachelor. Bachelors who have girlfriends, unmarried. Men can do whatever they want, however they want. They don't need permission from anybody, at least all their girlfriends. Do you want to go to the mountains for the weekend? Yep. Maybe you bring your girl, maybe you bring your girlfriend along. Maybe you don't, but you're going to go out with your friends and have a few beers regardless of what she thinks or says. Yep. Who will prevent you, my girlfriend? You want to invite your buddies over for no particular reason. You can, of course. It is both your place and your universe. There is no one to inform them. Because no one has these bachelors by the balls, nobody can tell them what they can and cannot do. They make unilateral decisions at every turn. Thus, they are free to act without seeking anyone's consent. As I previously stated, women have no incentive to behave well. There is no reason why wives and girlfriends shouldn't keep their money. It is all about your value versus her value and the leverage you do or do not have. But above all, do not get married, because the moment you do, your leverage goes right out the door, along with your freedom, your money, and your ball.